the fingerpicking lesson Marco here. Today I want to talk to you about chords. I want to talk to you about the B minor key, one of my favorite key to play on guitar. Now I want to show you this trick that you can apply right now, and it's going to change all the chords that you already know in the key of B minor. Now what we're going to do, guys, we are going to add the note E to each chord we are playing today. And the note E is just an awesome note that sounds beautiful when you are in a B minor key. Now obviously you will have to reorganize few chords, so I'm going to show you exactly what I was playing at the beginning of the video, so you can then apply this trick on your chord progression as long as you are in the key of a B minor. Okay, we're going to take it step by step. Check my Patreon page if you want to get the tab as well as other fingerpicking programs, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up with all the upcoming lessons. Now let's have a close up. Let's get started. Alright guys, let's get started. Chord progression is B minor and D major, E minor, and the G major. There is also a B section where we're playing a G major chord and an A major chord. Okay, so chord progression is extremely simple, but we're going to implement the E string to each one of these chords. And so we're going to play the B minor like this, the D major like this, the E minor like this, and the G major like this. Okay, we're also gonna have the B section with the G like this, and the A major like this, which is one of my favorite chords. Okay, beautiful sounding chord, guys. Okay, now guys, the first chord is the B minor chord, and I'm gonna play the A string fret number 2, the G string fret number 4, which is also B. Okay, so I have B and B. The B string fret number 3, which is the note D, and it's the minor third, and then the E string is a very interesting note because it's the 11. And so what that does here will make this chord a B minor odd 11 chord. Beautiful sounding chord. Okay. Now the picking pattern for this chord will be this one. We're always going to alternate the thumb to one of the strings, okay? And the index is always on the G, middle always on the B, and the ring finger is always on the E string. I'm gonna pluck the A string, and then the B string, A string, E string, A string, B string, and A string, G string. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's an 8 notes pattern. Okay? Now we're gonna keep the same pattern, so make sure that you kind of practice for a while and get your right hand going. The second chord is D chord. Okay, beautiful sounding chord, this one as well. And I have the A string fret number 5, which is the note D, and the G string fret number 7, which is another D, 2 root notes. The B string fret number 7, which is the F sharp, the major third. And the E string will change this chord. We'll make this chord the D odd 9 chord, as the E is the 9th starting on D, okay? Picking pattern the same? Same thing, okay? Now the third chord is the E minor. And this is a beautiful sounding chord. Low E is the root note. The G string fret number 9 is the note E again, so we got 2 root notes, and then the B string is the fret number 8, which is the note G and is the minor third, and then the E string is another root note. This chord is very simple: root note, minor third, and root note. Picking pattern the same. Now the fourth chord is the G, and here what we're gonna do, we're gonna try to come up with a melody within the chord. So I have G major, and then A major, and I want to come up with this melody. Okay? And so I really have to position the fingers in a way that I'm not going to block the strings, okay? So you play the A string fret number 10, which is the note G, and then the D string fret number 12, which is the note D. This is the root note, G, and this is the 5th. Now, the way I'm playing the chord here, I'm gonna be playing the A string, and then the D string with the index, and then the E string with the ring finger. Okay, and I always have the thumb alternating, so it's thumb, index, thumb, ring on the E string. And the E string on the G chord is a beautiful 6th, is a major 6th. And so this chord is a G6, basically. Okay, now after them, we are going to change chord and play the A major. So the G is only 4 notes. Then I'm gonna be playing, okay, so the A major here, I'm gonna position the G string for number 6, okay, and the root note is A. So I play the A with the thumb, and then the G string for number 6 with the index finger, which is C sharp, the major third of A, and then the A again, and then the B open string, which is the major 9, okay? So when I put the whole thing together slowly, I have B minor, D, E minor, G. How beautiful, okay? Now guys, you want to repeat this whole thing again. So you're going to repeat the B minor again, the D again, and then the E minor again. But the E minor is going to basically end on the bass note. So I'm putting down the E minor chord and I'm playing the 6th string, the B string, the E string with the ring finger, the E string, the B string, and then the 6th string. And that's it, okay? Just because after that I'm gonna play different chords. So you have to remember that the second time you play the chord, you're only gonna play up to the low E. Okay, and after that I'm playing 2 awesome sounding chords. Now the first one is the G chord, okay, and this is a G add 9 chord. It's the low E fret number 3, which is the note G, the root note, the D string open, which is the 5th, and then I'm playing the G string fret number 2, which is the A, the major 9, and then also the B string, which is the major 3rd. I'm plucking the 6th, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string. And now the next chord is one of my favorite chords ever. Beautiful A add 11 chord, awesome sounding chord, guys. Okay, you have the A string open, which is the root note, the G string fret number 6, which is C sharp, the major 3rd, and then I have the B string fret number 3, okay, which is the 11th, and then the E string open, which is the 5th. Okay, I'm plucking the A string, G string, B string, and E string. So those 2 chords, I'm plucking them simultaneously, okay? So this is basically the first section, and then we open up for the solo, which will have different chords. Now guys, the solo was played with a very simple chord progression. We're actually just playing the G chord and the A chord. Now I want to play the E string on the G chord as well, and so what I was doing, I was playing these arpeggio that really allow me to play the G chord on 2 sets of strings. So I was playing and then A, okay, so I basically put down the G add 9 chord, and I have the E string fret 3, the D open, the G string fret 2, the B string open, and the E string open. But the arpeggio will have basically the thumb, index, middle, and ring. So on the 6th, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string, and then I change the set of string and I play the 6th string, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st. So I have 2 different arpeggios. So the arpeggio is the same, but 2 different set of strings. And I do it twice before I change chord, and I play the A add 9 chord, which is a very beautiful chord. It's a little bit stretchy. I don't really like to play this one when I do the solo because it kind of already have a melody inside this chord, and I'm playing a solo. I don't want to have this chord here, so I'm playing an A add 9 chord, which is this one. It's a little bit stretchy. You have the A string open, the D string fret number 2, which is the 5th, and the G string fret number 4, which is the 9th, the major 9th, and the note B, and then the B string fret number 2, which is the C sharp, the major 7. Pretty stretchy. You can put down a bar chord if you want, but you will sacrifice the E string. okay, if you put a bar chord down. So I'm playing it like this, which can be pretty stretchy. If you struggle with this chord, guys, just play a basic A major, okay? And the arpeggio is the same. This time the thumb is on the A string, and I have 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, 5th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st. Twice. And I go back to the G and A. Okay, and that's it. Then I go back and I play the basic chord without the E string. I changed the last chord while I was recording, and I played an F sharp major, okay, which is the 6th string fret 2, the A string fret number 4, and the G string fret number 3, root note 5th, and major 3rd, and the B minor. So as you can see, guys, the E string, it's an awesome way to spice up the chords. So it's a really important practice that you really wanna, try sometimes. Just pick one string that sounds good and just try to apply this concept on different keys. But you already have a lot of material for the B minor, so just try different chord progressions, try different chords, and just try to implement the E string in anything you play in the key of B minor. So let me know if you like this lesson, guys, and I'll see you on the next video.